and you're welcome to TIP Fathers Conference 2023. I am very excited to be your host. My name is Wendy Ologe and I'm the founder of the Intentional Parent Academy. Over the past 5 years, while working with parents at the Intentional Parent Academy, one thing that we have discovered that is very significant is the importance of fathers in the journey of parenting the child. We initiated the TIP Fathers Conference in 2020, which has consistently guided more fathers towards understanding that parenting is a fundamental responsibility for them. Now, witnessing the remarkable outcome in families where fathers are actively engaged in family system have been our primary motivation. We have seen fathers become amazing in the past 5 years. Now, in 2020, the conference was focused on the boy, the father, and the society. That was the theme of the conference. And in 2021, the theme was the involved father. We talked about how being involved as a father is one of the key aspects of raising a child who will thrive. And then in 2022, we delved into the concept of daddy is destiny. Daddy indeed is destiny, and we were able to look at that concept and it transformed life. This year, 2023, we proudly present to you the TIP Fathers Conference with the theme, Daddy, where are you? Our goal is to reinforce the notion that every child needs a father figure in their lives. At the Intentional Parent Academy, we understand the immense significance of fathers and fatherhood in our society. That's why we have created this conference for you, fathers alone, to equip and to also guide present and future fathers with the necessary knowledge and also skills that matter in parenting. We also acknowledge the immense burden on your shoulders, fathers, and we aim to teach you to balance that in life. Gentlemen, fathers, and the seed of our nation, we warmly welcome you to the TIP Fathers Conference 2023, where we will continue our mission of empowering and supporting fathers in the parenting journey. And today, we're going to start with our sessions where fathers who are also in this industry would also be bringing to you amazing insight. Sit back, enjoy the process, and hey, we'll bring you good news. We are cheering you up. That's the mothers in the academy. See ya and have an amazing time.
Hello, my name is Kunle Ologe, marriage counselor and founder of the Marriage Seal Academy, and we are proud sponsors of the TIP Fathers Conference 2023. And I'm glad that you are all here joining me in this lovely conference. This conference has held for many years, and this year will be greater. At the Marriage Seal Academy, we are a marriage coaching and counseling outfit. We help couples and eligible couples to have good marriages, to restore their lost relationships, to build something enviable, a family empire that can be relied on for life. So join us at the Marriage Seal Academy for our various programs ranging from our premarital counseling, couples counseling, and the couples conclave. From January to November every year, we come together in the couples conclave, learning, teaching, changing, growing. And we hope that you'll also join us in the couples conclave 2024, and your marriage will be better for it. Welcome to the Fathers Conference 2023.
My name is Joseph Sewanu Ajo. I'm a Lagos Yada. My wife and I joined cohorts 2023 after listening to Tuesday webinars and few lessons on Facebook. Soon as we joined, the lessons I learned is that parenting is first about me. Again, intentional parents are thinking parents. Therefore, I must be creative. In addition, I have learned to connect to correct, honor as a skill, the discipline that works, and that discipline is not punishment. Gone through emotional intelligence course, yelling to calm, safety, and so on. The Intentional Parent Academy is a place for fathers because every child is looking up to a father as a model to follow or imitate. Sincerely, fathers, you need this training more. Fathers, your families need you. Fathers, join TIP Academy. Let's save the world. I hope to see you and learn with you in the next cohort. Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to you all, especially the fathers in the house, whatever part of the world you are tuned in from. Welcome to the evening session. Please, if you can hear me, drop a comment in the chat room and let me know you can hear me. You are welcome. Hello. Oh, great, great. Thank you, Young Jay. All right. Well, again, you're welcome to day two of TIP Fathers Conference 2023. My name is Dr. Solomon, and I'm super, super excited to be your host for this session. I'd like to start by saying a big thank you to Coach Wendy and the Intentional Parent Academy for the opportunity to moderate this session. I don't take it for granted. Thank you very much, ma'am. All right. Wow. Well, what a day we've had already, and we're just halfway through. It's been an exciting day. Day two of TIP Fathers Conference 2023 has been simply amazing. From the first session in the morning, titled "Becoming the Father You Desired" by Coach Chinda, to the breakout session that followed, creating business session. That was by Mr. Nnamdi. Yes, Mr. Nnamdi. Awesome, awesome session. Please share one word that describes the session for you, or simply just share the fire emoji, okay, in the chat room. All right, to express how mind blowing day two has been for you so far. The key takeout for me from the morning session, especially that becoming the fire you desired, is the fact that every father needs another father to mentor them. That's deep. Yeah, I'll say it again. Every father needs another father to mentor them, especially the one who already walked the road trying to walk. Okay, I mean that's profound. Thank you, Coach Chinda. We appreciate you. And then for the breakout session, we also gathered that the creating business structure will help you manage you. Yes, you heard that. Creating business structure will help you manage you as a father. That's the you as a father, and of course you as a business owner. Thank you again, Mr. Nnamdi. All right, I'm sure we are ready for more capacity building, and what I'll just say is sit back, relax, and this promises to be exciting because tonight's topic it's about creating wealth and making money. I'll say it's certainly an interesting and valuable discourse you don't want to miss. Especially given the peculiarity of the season we are in today as a nation, it is increasingly important, that we're intentional about our finances more than ever before. All right, and I guess speaker is already in the house. All right, he's right here with us, and here we'll be sharing expert knowledge on this topic. It promises to be an insightful session, so just sit back and relax. Okay. Just before we bring him in, I'll just quickly want to talk about the TIP Inner Circle. Okay, the Intentional Parents Academy Inner Circle is an annual subscription-based coaching program that is transforming the lives of, thousands of family. We already have, I think, well over 3,000 families who are already plugged into our coaching system. It's been amazing. Personally, I'm a proud beneficiary of the Inner Circle, and I'm forever grateful to my darling wife for making that happen. I know how much, I know what she did. I mean, to get me here. I mean, it's been amazing. I sure can't say this enough. But thank you, Sugar, for making it happen. I joined the inner circle about 7 months ago, and I'll say my experience in just one sentence, okay? For the sake of time, in just one sentence, I'm certainly a better version of the husband and father I was proud to joining the inner circle for sure. You know, the inner circle simply teaches us that we cannot wing parenting. Yes, I say it again. We cannot wing parenting. I mean, you just can't leave things to chance, not even with the confusion and madness all around us today. So purpose driven parenting is not negotiable. It is not negotiable. Thank you, Coach Wendy, for all you do. I mean, you are a wonderful, wonderful person, and we appreciate you a lot. God bless you. God bless you, real good. All right. We already have a couple of reviews. I don't know if we still have one or two more testimonials we'd like to take. If yes, media team, you can take it away.
Kunle Ologe is a marriage counselor and the founder of the Marriage Seal Academy. The Academy is a platform for married couples to revitalize their relationships and chart a better course forward. It also provides eligible singles with foundational knowledge for a blissful marriage. The Marriage Seal Academy's flagship program, the Couples Conclave, a 12-week course, has transformed many marriages into models. Also, with the Academy's premarital counseling, eligible singles now have a place to prepare properly for a successful marriage. Kunle has several life-changing books on marriage, which include Building Your Marriage Plan, Husband Manual for Wives, 20 Fun Things to Do with Your Spouse, and Marriage Clips. He serves as a deacon in the Living Faith Church, Goshen, and is a drama minister in the church. Kunle is also an arbitrator, qualified from the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators UK. He is also a professional associate of the National Institute of Management. He has 18 years experience in the Nigerian banking sector, up to the management level in one of the biggest banks. He is a business mentor and runs several businesses of his own, like the Kunle Ologe Business Mentorship Program, the Smart Office, a co-working hub in Abuja. Kunle Ologe is married to his beautiful wife Wendy, whom he calls his Yellow, and they are blessed with 2 biological children, a set of twins. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome to the 2023 TIP Fathers Conference, Kunle Ologe.
Awesome. Welcome, sir. Good to have you. Good
It's good to
evening.
be
How are
here.
you today, sir?
Very fine, thank you.
I
I
mean,
hope
you
I
need
can
to
be
know.
heard.
Yes, I can hear you. Of course, Mr. Kunle Ologe needs no further introduction. He's the one we call the governor. Pleased to have you here, sir. All right. Well, for the sake of time, we are sure excited to have you take this session, and we can't wait to take in all that you have to share with us. Without further ado, the floor is all yours, sir, for the next 45 minutes, thereabout. Then we'll come back to take questions from our audience. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. And thank you, everybody who is here, who has joined us in the Fathers Conference 2023. It is always a great time in this place. And if there is any father that is not yet here, he has missed and he needs to watch this all over again. I want to thank my beautiful yellow wife, as I call her. Wendy, thank you so much for having me on this platform and for all that you have been doing. It's great. It's been great seeing everything over the years. And I'm so glad that today we can have fathers, over 500 at a time, watching. It didn't start like this. The men are always coming from behind. I don't know why, But I think that this year we have shown that men are actually intentional parents. And I'm so glad. So I greet everybody, all of you saying hello to me. I greet you, I greet you, I greet you. And let us kick off immediately. I have very short time and so much to give. So let's see how we can crush everything into one. I want to thank all the speakers that have spoken so far. I have watched and I have listened and I have learned. In fact, I've listened to all of them before, but every time they speak, it's like I'm getting something new. I don't know about you people, but my note is full and everything they are saying is hitting the right notes just at the right time. So I want to thank all of you, from Pastor Siri to all of you, from everybody who has started and everybody who is still yet to speak. There's still so much to gain from this Fathers Conference, and we are here together as fathers. That's why the mothers have been booted out. I mean, they've tried to sneak in, and I see the team every time they recognize them. I don't know why they don't want us to talk. They don't want us to talk alone. They say men are not talking, men are not talking. Now we are talking, and they're trying to infiltrate and find out what we're saying. So they're being booted out every time. So all the men here, please be comfortable. Be sure that we are here to learn. So today, I have been given a topic that I like: creating wealth and making money. From my bio, you would have seen that I worked in the bank for over 18 years, and I have many businesses, and I mentor businesses. In fact, the t-shirt I'm wearing says the Kikunle Mentorship. So I have a program, a mentorship program, where I mentor people on business, how to start, how to grow, how to develop business. So making money is something that I like. And I know all the men here, your ears are open, they are popped up. You are ready to hear how to make money, because it is money that we need to use. You know, a lot of the issues that we have in the homes are as a result of a lack of money. If there is money, there are a lot of issues that will not be there. So money is a very, very powerful thing, and we must talk about money, and we are going to be doing that today. Yes, Lawa Kolawole, we are not behind again. We are moving to the front where we are supposed to be in the parenting journey. I like so much what our moderator said. He said he knows what it took his wife to bring him into the TIP. But look at him today. He is so happy for it. And you know, before I start, I need to say this for every father here and every father who is going to be watching. Please, we are allowing the women take too much responsibility bigger than them, you know, than they need to have. Let's remember that from the beginning, it was man that God gave work. So you see all those things that the women are doing for you, they are only helping you. When a woman cooks, the woman is helping you. Oh, I don't know if you people have been to the Man Thing conference by Pastor Wisdom Osiri. He's the one that hits this thing very, very hard in hard notes. When a woman cleans the house, she is helping you. It's your job. When a woman takes care of the baby, she is helping you. It's actually your job. So men, please stop putting yourself at the back. You need to bring yourself to the front when it comes to parenting. You actually belong right in front, right there in front, leading the way. So I'm sure you guys have already heard a lot of that. Today, we want to focus on money today. And that is what we are going to do. So let's kick off immediately. The first statement I have for you guys is that you, the father, you are the source of so many things in the life of your entire family, including wealth. The father is the source of wealth. Father is the source of children. Father is the source of happiness. Father is the source of care. Father is the source of protection. Father is the source of wealth. Understand it, and understand it very well, and begin to adjust your seats, because I may break a few tables here today. Pardon me if I do, but these are things that you need to hear so that you start taking responsibility as you should. So your wife, your children, your grandchildren, generations unborn are waiting for you to break that jinx and create wealth in your family. Fathers, I say again, are the source of wealth in a family. You see, there's something I call the family wealth empire. The family wealth empire is initiated by the father. Now, what you may ask me now, what is the family wealth empire? The family wealth empire is an empire that you build such that your children, your children's children, generations unborn will be able to benefit from the finances, from the wealth that you have created. We hear big names like Rockefeller, that their family cannot be poor. Okay, let's leave America. Let's come down to Nigeria. We hear names like Awolowo. Do you know that the Awolowo family cannot be poor because of the wealth that was created by that one man, Awolowo himself? He created that wealth, and that wealth has been falling and falling and falling in very smart ways. Do you know that the Coca-Cola that you drink today, the Nigerian bottling company, Awolowo was one of those that was part of bringing them in. For every bottle of Coke you drink, part of the money you paid for that Coke goes to that family. How can they be poor? Do you know how many millions, how many hundreds of millions of bottles of Coca-Cola product are drank every single day in Nigeria? That is family wealth empire. When people die, there is cry, there's mourning for different things. When people die, there's mourning for different things. So people mourn because they miss the person. So if father dies, everybody is mourning because he's gone. They can no longer see him. They can't relate to him. And that mourning is good mourning. But the one that is now the annoying mourning is when they are mourning because they now do not know what to do next, because the father did not leave anything financially. So not only is he gone, they are missing him. Now their source of living is also gone. That should never be the case of any man. You should be able to leave behind, when you are leaving this world, something very tangible. And I mean something very, very tangible. So, fathers, you are the source of wealth in your family. It takes a man who is thinking future to create the future. Let's say it again. I'll say it again. It takes a man who is thinking future to create the future. What are you thinking? Ask yourself that question. Are you thinking of the future, or are you only thinking of now? It takes a man who is thinking future to create that future. You need to move away from thinking of what to eat in the morning, afternoon, and night. That one is too basic. That one is not where you are supposed to be thinking. You leave your wife to worry about that one. Provide for her, she will make that one happen. You need to start thinking, my children today, when they finish university, do I have something that I'm going to hand over to them and say, go and start your life? Take this 10 million naira, go and start your life. Don't start your life from where I started my own. Let me give you an improvement. Take this 10 million naira, 20 million naira, that thing, that passion you say you want to chase, go and chase it. It takes a man who is thinking future to create the future. My wife and I have two lovely children, two lovely biological children that we cherish so much, and we'll do anything for them. But part of the things that we have done for them is that we have aligned their school fees even up to university. They are in secondary school now. We have finished aligning their school fees for university. I'm not talking about Guguru and Ekpa University. I mean a good university. If they want to have it abroad, there is already created that portion of wealth for that schooling. It takes a man who is thinking future to create that future. What are you thinking? That's why, it's very funny when I see a man whose wife was pregnant for 9 months, and then on that 9 months, when it's almost time for delivery, the man is running up and down and saying, my wife is about to give birth, I need money. Excuse me. She was pregnant for 9 months. What were you doing? You are counting the stars. It was your responsibility. God is God is great. God is wonderful. I mean, God allowed 9 months. God could have made it 3 months, that a baby just grows in a woman's stomach for 3 months, and she gives birth. But God allows 9 months. One of the reasons is that you, Mr. Man, go and look for the money, prepare, and create that little wealth for that birth of that child. I dare say, and remember I said I'll be breaking many tables today, I dare say that many of us men are actually just lazy. The most annoying kind of laziness is not the physical laziness, it's the brain laziness. When you have brain laziness, you are finished. Physical laziness can still be redeemed. When you have brain laziness, you refuse to think of the future and make plans for the future, you are finished. So you cannot afford to remain in the present. No, sir. You can't afford to remain in the present. You must be swimming in the future and creating that future before the future gets to you or before you get to the future. Okay, I'm mindful of my time. So let's try and dig in a little bit, okay? Somebody says that, yeah, Chris, it is not an emergency. A lot of things that we say are emergency, they are not emergency. School fees is not an emergency. Let's move on. Now, I need you to first understand that there is a difference between making money and creating wealth. They're related, and I would explain. Now, money is only an element of wealth. Money is not wealth. You have that your 5 million naira that is inside the account. Pardon me, I always talk in millions. I think in millions. Please, pardon me, you guys. But that your 5 million naira that you kept in the account, and you are telling the whole world, or you are feeling the whole world that you actually have wealth, that's not wealth, too. That's money. Money can disappear. Money can be spent. Wealth is different. Wealth is not money in the bank. Wealth is the ability to have sustainable riches. That's wealth. The ability to have sustainable, that word sustainable, the ability to have sustainable riches, that is wealth. So you have 5 million naira, that 5 million naira, a fraudster moves it away. Tomorrow, 5 million naira goes back into that account. That's wealth. It's not that you have 5 million naira, that 5 million naira disappears, and then your whole life has collapsed. You even have heart attack. They will now be pressing your chest for you. You go to hospital. That's not wealth. That's just money that you had. And that's the mistake a lot of people make. They have some money in the bank and they think is wealth. That's not wealth. What happens when that money disappears? If when the money you have in the bank disappears, you are finished, then you don't have wealth. I'll say it again. If when the money you have in the bank or wherever, I know some people still keep money at home, under the bed, inside the ground, inside tank, Nigeria, inside tank, inside soak away. When that money, if that money disappears, will you be able to continue? Will your family not even feel it? If the answer is no, then you have not yet created wealth. Wealth is the ability to have sustainable riches, which means sustainable means that it just lasts, it's forever. Tomorrow is still there, next tomorrow is still there, 10 years time is still there. That is wealth. So wealth is not a destination. Wealth is an ability. Wealth is not a destination. Wealth is an ability. I know some people, when you are coming today, you are waiting for me to hear that put your money inside ABC and you just create wealth. No, it's not like that though. We'll take it one step at a time. You need to first understand some principles of wealth. And that's why some people run into problems, because you put your money in so many funny places. Ponzi schemes, all of them. That's what I call them. You put your money in Ponzi schemes and then your money disappears. And then you start having high blood pressure. No. Wealth is not a destination. It is an ability. Now, let's focus on money, which I told you is an element of wealth, because money is what you use. It helps you to create, it's part of what you use to create wealth. But let's talk about money a little bit. Now, unfortunately for many of us, we were raised with the mentality of being afraid of money. We were raised with that mentality of money is bad. Don't always talk about money. Don't always insist on money. You mustn't always get paid. You can do things pro bono, do things for free. That's the kind of background many of us were raised from. Please, if you are a witness to what I'm saying, say, yes, that was my background. Just type it there in the comment section. Yes, that was my background. That background of don't talk about money. It's not always about money. Your father or your mother told you, no, it's not always about money. Don't tell people, don't put money first when you're talking about business. If you came from that background, please write it that I am from that background. Chat it there. Because part of the problem with many people who might be listening to me now is that they had that poor background about money. You are told that money is evil. But you see, even the place where the Bible talks about money being evil, what it says is that the love of money is evil. Those are two different things. I can see you guys. Yes, thank you. Ikenna, Yusuf, Uju Virginia. This name looks like a woman. Oh, please, admin, please, let's check. This is just for men. Okay. Adetunji, yes, I see all of you. Great. The part of the Bible that talks about money being evil is 1 Timothy 6:10. And what it says is that for the love of money is the root of all evil. What is the love of money? The love of money is when money now becomes your God. When you now do anything and everything for money, that is when there is a problem. So the love of money is the one that is evil. But liking money, there's nothing evil about it, because money is what you use for everything. Money is a defense. Money is what you use to pay. All of you are connected here today. One way or the other, you paid for data. So money is needed. Money is important. And we need to understand that. Money is very, very important in everything. Let's name some of the things you need money for. You need money for food, shelter, clothing. Those are the three basic needs of man. You need money for medical expenses. You need money for school fees. You need money to take care of parents. You need money for holidays. Very important. You need money for retirement. I did a course recently, a 2-day course. And you may want to contact the Marriage Seal Academy to get access to that course. You can actually still pay and get the replay of that course. And that is how to make ₦1 million for your family in 6 months. There were some wild secrets that we displayed there. For 2 days, we were talking about money. You need to get that. Okay? You need to get that. And if you need that training, you can just send a message to the Marriage Seal Academy. I'm sure the admin will put the number there, a WhatsApp message, 081-755-73025. So admin, please help us put the number of the Marriage Seal Academy there. So you can chat there and they'll give you the link. That training was explosive. One of the first things we did there was to, remove the fear of million. We taught people what 1 million naira is. I don't have time to do that today. My time is running fast. But we taught people how that 1 million naira is actually no money. So mentality. You need to watch your mentality, because your mentality determines a lot of things in your life. So don't fear money. Money is good. Embrace it. You need it. You need it for what it is that you are going to need to do in life. You need money. So embrace it. Now, to create wealth, you need to note the following things. And please note this down very well. Number one, break the poverty mentality. That's what I just spoke about now. Break the poverty mentality. Because that mentality is holding many of us down. I know poverty mentality doesn't mean you are poor. It just means your mentality has that feeling you are always afraid of being poor. And you always remain poor. And then you always do things like a poor man, even when you have the money to do it. Poverty mentality is what will not make you take a flight from Abuja to Lagos. You say, no, I can't spend 70,000. And you have the money. I would rather spend a whole day and spend probably, I don't know what transport fare now is with this new fuel hike. Maybe you now spend 30,000 naira to go to Lagos. Then you waste a whole day. Please remember that time is money. There are so many things. I don't have time to tell you all these things here. But note that time is money. So that time that you spent wasting on the road and stressing yourself, and possibly by the time you reach Lagos, you are sick. You could have just spent money and used 1 hour to reach Lagos, still achieve everything you want to achieve and come back. So you need to break the poverty mentality. The next thing you need to do is you need to understand that wealth is not for the lazy. Wealth is not for the lazy. If you are lazy, you cannot create wealth. You need to be a hard-working person to create wealth. Number 3, if you can create value, you can create wealth. If you can create value, you can create wealth. There is a problem there that is out there that needs a solution. If you can find a solution to that problem, there are people who are willing to pay for that, and they can do that continuously. You know, I told you that wealth needs to be sustainable. So when you have somebody paying for that, your solution for the rest of your life, you've created wealth. Number 4, planning is a key requirement for wealth. Planning. And interestingly, my first published book is called Building Your Marriage Plan. So when my beautiful wife and I wanted to get married, we decided that we will not enter this marriage like other people. We will write a plan. So unlike other people, that day that I proposed to her, I bought a notebook, we sat down, we started planning. That plan is what we've been using for 14 years. And that's what we will continue to use. Every year on our anniversary, we renew that plan. And if you are part of the couples conclave, you would already have a marriage plan. So if you are here and you're a man, no, not if you are a man, you're already a man. So if you are here and you don't have a marriage plan, you need to create one for the good of your wife and your children. 2 of you and your wife, need to sit down and create a marriage plan. In the couples conclave is an 11-month program in the Marriage Seal Academy, where it's a renewal program. So every year you just join the program from January to November. We're just teaching ourselves, reteaching ourselves, doing fun things. You know, we did karaoke the other night and we were just singing and enjoying ourselves. We have about 145 couples in this year's own 2023. You should join for 2024. So there we taught everybody to build a marriage plan. Because when you plan for anything, you will most likely succeed better in the thing. So planning is a key requirement for wealth. What is your wealth plan? Number 5, understand and live by delayed gratitude. understand and live by delayed gratitude. You know, delayed gratitude means what you can pay for tomorrow, you don't need to pay for it today. I'll explain. It doesn't mean credit, because some people now are thinking, oh, it means no, it doesn't mean credit. You want to buy a new television in your house because the old one is obsolete. So you want to buy the latest HD, 4K, you know, all those things. The technical people will know. And you see a beautiful one you want to buy, and it is over how much you have to buy it. Why are you struggling to buy it? Why not wait and gather the money and buy it maybe 6 months down the line? My wife and I, we know how to do window shopping. You know? We can window shop for something for 1 year. Every year we go there, we see it, we say, we like that thing, and we will plan towards it. So planning is a key requirement for wealth. Number 6, do not waste. Do not waste. You see, God hates waste. So when you have something and you waste, you may not have it again in your hands. There are some people in your homes now, the way food is wasted. Go to your kitchen now, go to the dustbin. You will see that your children have poured half of the food away because they don't want to eat anymore. Who is the problem? It's you. You didn't train them that they should take the portion they can eat per time. It's you. It's not your wife. It's you. Everything is you. Remember, I said it at the beginning. Everything is you first. You can delegate authority. You cannot delegate responsibility. The responsibility for everybody in your home doing the right thing is yours first. That's why every father, if you are listening to me now and you are not in the TIP inner circle, please hurry now. I'm sure you can see it scrolling at the bottom, and join and start learning how to be a parent. Stop leaving your wife to be the one to come and teach you how to be a parent. That's an insult to you. You should have been the one to drag your wife into the TIP, not your wife dragging you into the TIP. So when I see women that say, oh, my husband has refused to join the inner circle of the, I'm wondering what is wrong with the man. Is it that you don't want to learn? Which one is it? Or is it that you know everything? Because even me, I'm a marriage counselor. I've been a marriage counselor for 10 years. But I still attend other programs by other marriage counselors, and I will continue to attend. Why? Knowledge is a continuous thing. It never ends. So if your children and people in your house are wasting food, it is you. You need to go back and you need to train them. I didn't say go and slap their heads. That's not training. Go back, tell them the reason why they should not waste food. Show them how to take portions per time of what they need, and then you will reduce waste. Some of the problems you're having in your house is because of waste. Number 7, know your size per time. Know your size per time. It was Bishop Oyedepo that said this beautiful proverb or saying. He said, men are in sizes and life is in phases. Men are in sizes and life is in phases. So live your size per time. Stop looking at what your former classmate has been able to achieve. Your own time will come. Do not now rush and put yourself under unnecessary pressure because you are trying to meet up with somebody else who doesn't even care what you are doing with your life. We are in competition with people that don't even know we're in competition with them. Stop it. Live your life per time. You will get there also with good planning. Number 8, you cannot do all this without your wife. Your wife is your helpmeet. God created her there because he knew that you were incomplete. Those of you who are in the couples conclave who are listening to me, you understand what I'm saying. When God created man, he removed a bone from man. So man, you became incomplete. He used that your one bone to make woman. So woman is also incomplete. That is why when the two of you come together, the Bible says you now become one. So both of you are incomplete. You need to work together to be complete. And also that has to apply in creating wealth. You need to work together to be able to come. Look, if you don't involve your wife, you are just going to be hitting a brick wall. Your wife needs to be on board. I said that there are so many things I have to say. I can't say it all today. But you need to understand this part. And you need to begin to become open about money to your wife. Some of us, we are creating pressure. high blood pressure for ourselves. You know what? From the day I got married, my wife owns an ATM card attached to my account. My salary account at that time, I made 2 ATM cards. My wife has one, I hold one. Do you know what I did to myself by doing that? I reduced all the pressure because she can never ask me for anything that is more than what is in my account. After all, she has access to the account. So if I have 1 million naira in my account, she cannot come and ask me for 2 million naira. Because I'll just simply tell her, you, how do they say it in Nigerian parlance? You have the knife and you have the yam. So I reduced from day one, I reduced pressure on finance from myself. So you need to be open. Why are you afraid of being open to your wife? Meanwhile, you are open to her on bed, though. When you are on bed, you know you are completely, that's the worst kind of vulnerability. Look at Samson. He was open to a woman. Look at what she did to him. So you are open to her on bed, but when it comes to your finances, you hold it to your chest. You are deceiving yourself, sir. Be open. And if you feel, because the argument is usually, oh, my wife, if she knows everything, she will spend all the money. So teach her. That's why remember, you are supposed to complete your wife. What she does not know, teach her. Take her for seminars. All those seminars you go for, those business seminars, why are you not taking your wife with you? Take her also, so that she will hear what you are hearing, and she will also know how to spend carefully. So you must work with your wife, or else you will not be able to create that wealth. Now, I'm going to now discuss actually how you can start creating wealth, how to make money. So there are 3 things in creating of wealth. You need to learn how to make money, how to manage money, and how to multiply money. And I'm going to, in the next 5-10 minutes, I'm going to briefly breeze through these 3 things. How to make money, how to multiply money, how to make money, how to manage money, and how to multiply money. These 3 things are elements of creating wealth. Now, if you want details, please, like I said, send a chat to the Marriage Seal Academy and get that course, how to make $1 million for your family in 6 months. You will get details, but I'm going to go through it right now. Now, the first thing is making money. I'm sure some of us here have heard of the 7 streams of income. 7 streams of income simply means 7 ways that you can make money. So we'll go through 7 of them, and you will realize that there will be some that you're already doing and some that you will learn how to do now. You can actually participate in all 7. My wife and I participate in all 7 streams of income. And this has helped us in creating our financial wealth empire that we are building. Number 1, the first stream of income is earned income. Earned income, money you earn. Very simple. When you work, you get paid for the work you have done. That's earned income. Very, very simple and straightforward. So you work and you get paid. So your salary is earned income. You go and do work for somebody, they pay you, is earned income. Very, very straightforward. That's the first one. The second one is profit income. Profit income. Profit income comes when you buy a particular thing somewhere at a price, you take it somewhere else, sell it at a higher price. That margin between your selling price and your cost price is your earned income. So you buy shoes. For instance, I've sold all kinds of things in life. I've sold all kinds of things. Shoes, tie, shirt, socks, tomato, onion, goats. I've sold all kinds, grains. I've bought and sold. So nobody should give me an excuse that you cannot buy. Everybody can do it. I did it while I was a banker. Yes. I was sending people. You can send people to help you do things. You mustn't be there yourself. But I participated. Some I did myself. So you can always buy and sell. That is trading. Very, very simple. Buy somewhere, sell somewhere. Number 3 is interest income. Interest income. Now, interest income comes when you lend your money to somebody to use. The person who uses it pays you money back with interest. And a common way of doing this is putting your money in the bank in a fixed deposit account. So the bank uses your money to trade, to do loans, and then they pay you an interest on it. You can also do treasury bills. You can also do bonds. Okay, those are all types of interest income or interest income bearing activities. Then number 4, dividend income. Dividend income comes when you put your money into somebody else's business. This time, unlike interest income, you are not expecting that money back. What you are expecting is that whenever the person makes profit at an agreed time, the person will share part of the profit with you based on how much it is you put in the business. And a good example of this is buying shares. If you are here and you are a man and you do not have shares in companies, you are wrong. Please repent and go and begin to buy shares. And if you don't know how to, please also send, you can just send shares to that number 081-755-73025, the Marriage Seal Academy, and they will direct you on, how to understand shares. So every person, you must buy shares. It's very compulsory. All right. Number 5. Rental income. Rental income is quite straightforward. You have a property, you rent it out for somebody to use, and they pay you for it. That's rental income. Very straightforward. So you have a house, you rent it out, they pay for it. That's rental income. Very, very straightforward. You have cars, fleet of cars that they rent. Maybe a company rents them. That's also rental income. So you lease them out and all that. That's rental income. Remember, I said you can participate in all 7. You may not be able to start at the same time, but gradually, we talked about thinking of the future, right? So gradually start planning it, and you will see you will start engaging in all of them. My wife and I participate in all. But this has been 14 years, and we've been doing it from the year 1. Okay. Let me mention, I say it again, you cannot create this wealth without your wife. My spirit is telling me that there's a man out there who is already planning all these things alone. It won't work. You will just struggle and struggle and struggle. You will make money, you will not create wealth. Carry your wife along. And I have said, if your wife is not understanding, please teach her or show her how. And one of the easiest ways to be a good parent is actually to have a good relationship with your spouse. If you want to be in the TIP inner circle and you want to be able to parent your children well, you need to have good relationship with your spouse, with your wife in this case, because I'm talking to men. Please stop this fighting happening in homes. And if you people do not know what to do, please seek counsel. At the Marriage Seal Academy, we have a program called Marriage Basics. Marriage Basics. Marriage Basics is for married couples, already married couples who did not do premarital counseling, or who only did it because it was a prerequisite, so they didn't understand anything and they got married. What they are like is like a man who enters a brand new car and does not know how to drive. So there are a lot of people, it's not age, forget it. You can be 15. I have in the couples conclave, we have people who are 20 years married. They are there, they are learning. So it's not about how long you are married. You don't know. So you need to be able to learn. And the way to learn this is by actually getting good relationship with your spouse, with your wife in this case. So the next one is capital gains. Number 6. Sixth stream of income is capital gains. Somebody is saying the number for the shares. Send chat shares to the same number, the Marriage Seal number, and you'll be attended to there. Okay? Chat shares, the Marriage Seal number, you'll be attended to there. If you want to learn how to make money, 1 million naira in 6 months, type 1 million naira to that same number, and you'll be attended to there. All right. So capital gains. What's capital gains? Capital gain is almost like profit, but the difference is that you get something, you keep it for a while to appreciate, then you sell it. And that's like buying land, for instance. So you buy a land for 1 million naira, and then you allow it for about 2 years to appreciate, and then it becomes 5 million naira. You now sell it. So that 4 million naira is now your capital gain. Okay? So that is also very, very important. And if you are here also, you are a man, you are not buying property, you are not buying land, you are wrong. I'm saying it again. Start from where you can. You see those village lands, those places that are just developing, that they are selling land 100,000. Go and buy one or two. Start from there. Me, the first land I bought, I think, was 100,000 naira. That's the first land I bought ever in my life. And that time, 100,000 naira was plenty money to me. So I had to save, and I bought it. But now I don't talk about land in 100,000 again. I don't talk about 1 million, 2 million naira land again. So everything in life grows, but you must start from somewhere. You must start from somewhere. Remember, you need to be a forward-thinking man. Think of the future, not just of today. Some of us, let me pause here. Some of us are eating our wealth every day. I'm going to hit some people now. You see that thing you do every evening, every weekend. You go to one joint, you tell them, give me pomo, give me fish, you gather everything you eat, you wash it down with a bottle of stout. There are some of you here who do it every day. You are listening to me now. Every day you say you need to relax. I'm a man, and I can't come and go and kill myself. Let me relax a little. You go and relax every day. Every day you spend 5,000 naira, 2,000 naira, 3,000 naira. You are eating your wealth. Have you ever calculated? Have you ever sat down and calculated in a week? I go to that joint 5 times. I spend 5,000 naira every time I go. That's 25,000 naira gone. Am I saying you should not relax? Relax, so that you will not kill yourself with stress. But for God's sake, why must you make it so frequent? You are relaxing like somebody who is already wealthy. Meanwhile, you are not wealthy. Even the people that are wealthy don't spend their money the way you are spending it. You, with that little income you are having, you are spending it every day. And you are expecting to create wealth empire. It won't happen. It's not a curse. It's just you that has decided to keep yourself on the ground. So some of those habits of ours, they are draining us and you don't know. You will see somebody, he will say he's so poor. Things have happened to him. He's feeling so bad. Then he'll go and sit down at a drinking joint and put 3 bottles of beer in front of him and say he's trying to drown his sorrows. You know what will happen after you finish drowning the sorrows? In the morning, all of them will, when you drown something and the thing comes afloat again, they will all float up again. All those problems, they don't go away. So please, and please, be careful how you spend money. Now let's move on. Number 7, royalty. Royalty income happens when you have intellectual property, when you've created intellectual property. So you write a book and somebody comes, takes it, publishes it, prints it, and is selling it. Then they pay you something because you are the one that created it. That is royalty. So these are the 7 streams of income, and you can actually participate in all of them. Remember what I said, you cannot do all this without your wife. And if you don't have a good relationship with your wife, please come and receive counsel. Come, stop that infighting in the house. Come and receive counsel at the academy. We will show you what to do, how to go. Now, after talking about how to make money, the next thing is how to manage money. I know my time is fast gone now. The next thing is how to manage money. Please, like I said, I can't share everything here. Please go and type 1 million to that number so that you can get that training. That training is comprehensive. It was a 2-day training. You get it all and you can watch. Now, the simplest way or the basic way of making money is by budgeting. You make money by budgeting. Look, everything I'm teaching you here are things that I've used over the years. So I'm not teaching you. Remember, I told you I'm a business mentor. So I teach people how to create wealth. I have a 6-month program that I do, business mentorship program for people. I take them in 6 months, they are making a lot of money already. So this is what I do. So I'm teaching you now. So learn. The basic way of managing money is budgeting. And what is a budget? A budget is simply a written statement of expenses based on an expected income or expected income. So it's a statement. That's the first thing you need to know. A budget must be written down. So do you have a budget in your family, or do you just spend as you go? MTN, pay as you go. You just spend as you go. You need to have a budget. All the expenses, you need to write it down so that you can even see if you are living above your means. Because for some people, your salary is 200,000. What you spend in a month is 300,000. Question: where are you getting that 100,000 deficit? That means you're either borrowing, you're stealing, or something is going wrong somewhere. But when you write it down, you are able to see what it is. And if your expense is ever more than your income, then there are two things you can do. It's either you cut down the expense or you increase your income. One of the two. Okay. You need discipline to follow a budget. You need high level discipline. So if you're an indisciplined person, my brother, you need to get disciplined so that you can follow that budget. My wife and I have monthly budget. We follow it very diligently every month. There's no frivolity. We put everything in the budget. What are some of the things that are in the budget? School fees. For instance, the school fees of our children, you have a term is 3 months. Don't put your children in a school that you need to save more than 3 months to be able to pay the school fees. You are just killing yourself. We've never put our children in schools where we need to save for more than 3 months. So please, please, and please ensure that you budget and you are disciplined about it. And then you need to have different accounts so that you can put different monies for different things. If you look at my account on the day, my main account, on the day that I'm doing the expenses at the end of the month, at the end of that day, you see nothing in that account because I've moved everything to where it's supposed to be. Some of you here are very good welfare people like me. When somebody cries for you, you quickly give. Write a budget for welfare. It will help you, my brother. It has helped me. So if it is 10,000 naira for welfare in the month, put it there in the budget. Anybody that cries to you, you help them out. When that money finishes, you tell them, sorry, I'm done. Go to somebody else. It will help you. All right. So that is how you manage money. And then to multiply money is very simple. Multiplying money is by investment. Investment. That's how you multiply money. So there are many ways you can invest. You can invest in property. That's a very good way of investing, especially in Nigeria. Invest in property. Buy property. And if you want to know how to buy property, go and attend that training I talked about. I spoke about it there. Buy property. You can invest in shares. Buy shares. Investment simply means you put your money into somebody else's business. The person is the one doing the work. You are not doing the work. You are sitting down and crossing your leg. And the person is doing the work, using your money to make his own business grow. And from there, you also get something for it. You get returns on investment. So invest, but be very careful about investment. And let me say this here. Please avoid Ponzi schemes. Those of you who did MMM that year, you know what happened to you. Avoid Ponzi scheme. What is a Ponzi scheme? A Ponzi scheme is any business that doesn't have a service or a product. No product, no service is a Ponzi scheme. See, there's no way of explaining it. You cannot explain it away. When somebody tells you, come and put money in this business, and they don't tell you what they do, they are neither selling products, neither are they giving services. It is a Ponzi scheme. Run away from it. It will burn your money. So, I think we've gone through quite a number of things, and I see that my time is far spent now. So this is where I'm going to stop for today because we have other people presenting today. And I hope you gained something today. I hope you were able to flesh out something from what I have said, because there are some very vital things I said at the beginning. Those basic principles I taught you at the beginning, those are the things that will help you to create wealth. Wealth creation is hard work, but it is also straightforward work. It is easy for you to create wealth if you will remember to think about the future, if you will remember to work with your wife, if you will remember to plan. You will be able to create wealth that is lasting and create that family wealth empire. Thank you very much, Tope. I think this is where I'll pause. I'm sure my time is far spent now.
Wow. I mean, what What an insightful session. The chat room has been buzzing with comments, from our lively audience. That you have added value is an understatement. Thank you very much, the governor. Like somebody said in the chat room, now I see why they call you the governor. Why you are the only governor. Thank you so much. Well, I mean, for the words of knowledge you have shared with us, we're grateful. We'll give you a moment to catch your breath. I mean, that's been a lot. We'll just let you catch your breath. And but in the meantime, viewers, please drop your comments, your questions, in the chat room. And Mr. Ologe is still very much around, and he'll take your question. Media team, I don't know if we have time for a break, a commercial. If no, then we'll just go straight to the question. Okay, let's go to the question. All right, we have one here. I think this is
Good
related to the
morning
seven
and
string.
welcome. My name is Engineer Benson Adiola David, the Audacity Movement. How do I get to join the Inner Circle program? I joined through Sense Educate Your Chat promo that I saw last year, and while I joined the session, I was impressed and I said I need to join, and I saw some video reel about Inner Circle. I got curious and I joined, and also I volunteered then as an techie volunteer to assist on major things. And I joined the Inner Circle. And my journey to Inner Circle has been so instructive, productive. Like in my form that I feel, I said I've come to learn, unlearn, and relearn. And I've learned a lot. And since I've learned so far, bonding, creating time. I have a very tight schedule, but and one of the phrase, parenting. Parenting is not for liver-hearted person. Parenting is a real work. I have time to parent my children. And also one of the major things that I personally have been doing before joining SACU is that I'm the one in charge of my children's school runs, in charge of their manuals, assignments. I check it out myself. I check out their open day myself. I make myself available. Reemphasizing those thoughts from Inner Circle, I make it much more eye-opener to me. And I started something about the Audacity movement, reaching out to the fathers too, to make sure that beyond the money we are paying for the school fee, we should be committed to their performance. We should be committed to their emotional well-being. And one of my phrases is #EBA, emotional bank account. And love language for our children that we did make me understand it much more better, and some of the webinar. So I'm encouraging every father, if you are not yet in Inner Circle, or you have not yet gotten the funds, you can go and check out those webinars by Coach Wendy every Tuesday live, and every other resources that she has spoken about. It's an eye-opener. You will love it, and your life will take a turn for it. Your children are your first message. Yes, they're your first message. So you must take time. Despite us looking out for money, our children's life is much more important. And the God that is providing for us will also giving us the great grace to manage His children. And you know what the Bible said, our children are taught of the Lord. And great is.
All right, thank you, media team. Yes, I mean you heard it from the message just now. The Inner Circle is where it is happening. You cannot wing parenting. We have to be intentional. Thank you. Yes, we have a couple of questions for you, Mr. Loge. The first one is from Augustine, and it says, "Where do we classify being in a cooperative society, sir?"
Okay, yeah, cooperative society is a good place to be. That will fall under dividend income, because in cooperative societies, what happens is that you put in money and the money is jointly used for something, and then afterwards, you get paid some dividends. So, yeah, dividend income.
All right, thank you. And then there's one from Ibanga AK. It goes, "Sir, please, which training did you refer to?" I
Oh,
guess it's
okay.
talking.
I guess he's talking about the training about the 2-day seminar we had about making money, titled "How to Make a Million for Your Family in 6 months." And interestingly, after that training, less than 1 week after that training, one of the participants actually contacted me. He had actually made 1 million naira from the things that he learned in that training. So, I mean, some other people did it, were able to do it in under 1 month. Some other people were able to start converting their skills that they had into money. It's a brilliant training. That's why it lasted for 2 days. So if you want that training, please chat to the number. The marriage seal number is there on screen. Start chat how to make a million, or just chat a million, how to make a million, and then the team will get to you on how to get that training. Okay.
All right. Yeah, we have another question from Chizurum, and Chizurum is asking, let's see, just a minute. Okay, oh, a minute. Okay, do you? Okay, no. From Augustine first. Let's take this one from Augustine, and he's asking, if do you advise borrowing to invest?
If you can guarantee that that investment is a good investment, then yes, you can borrow to invest. I'll give you an example. Investing in property, for instance, is very good investment. You can hardly go wrong except if the property is maybe the documents you get is fake. But if it's genuine property, you can actually borrow from the bank to actually invest. And there's a way to invest in property that you actually don't need so much money as you see out there to invest in property. We can't start that training right now, but I'm just trying to say, yes, it is a good idea to borrow to invest if you are very sure of the investment. In fact, that's the only time I advise people to borrow. When you want to put it, not, I don't like borrowing for consumption. I like borrowing for investment. Okay.
All right, thank you. And Ayodele David is asking, how can I meet you, sir, for personal mentoring in personal finance management and wealth creation?
Oh yeah, great. So if you want that, I run a 6 months program. It's a one-on-one program. So for every of my mentees, you have an exclusive one-on-one session with me for 6 months. For 6 months, every month we're dealing with building and growing your business. For some of them, we even start a business. Maybe you don't even have a business idea. We help you to build a business idea and watch you grow it for 6 months and then let you go on your own. So that's the shirt I'm wearing. Here, the Kunle Ologe Business Mentorship. Okay, so send a chat also to the Married Seal Academy. Just chat business. I need a mentor. Just chat, I need a business mentor. So if you chat, I need a business mentor, you'll be sent the details of how that program goes. Okay.
Okay. Then Roho Channels is asking, about carrying your wife along in money decisions and all that. What can and should a man do to a wife who discusses whatever or your next move with someone outside the marriage?
Okay, so that marriage actually needs help. I said something while I was talking. There are a lot of marriages, and please listen to me, everybody. If you are not concentrating, concentrate now. God is not the author of confusion. God created marriage so that the family can do greater. At the part in the Bible, it says, one shall chase 1,000, but two shall put 10,000. It didn't say 2,000. Say two shall put 10,000 to flight. That's the power of two. So whenever there's an issue like this in a marriage, it tells me something that marriage already has a problem. There's a communication problem. And in marriage, there are three major problems: communication, finance, and sex. That communication problem is the highest problem in marriage. If you can resolve it, you will resolve others. So for some people who are listening to me, I say it again. If you did not do premarital counseling, or you did it and you are very sure, inside you that you just did it because the church forced you to, you need to come back and do those things you are supposed to learn, both of you. I have so many people who enroll for the marriage basics. The marriage basics is a course for already married people, but what we do is we teach them all the things they were supposed to learn before they got married. Because you see, you cannot, if you are going wrong, no matter how far you go wrong, it will never be right. If you are going from Abuja to Lagos and you face Kano, you will never reach Lagos. In fact, maybe you will reach Morocco. So you need
to know what to do. So for things like this, it's a communication problem I'm already detecting from what you have said. You people need to come and clean your entire marriage first, or else you will not be able to move forward. So that's, you need help in that marriage. That's the summary of what I'm saying. So please chat us at the
Mm,
Marriage Seal Academy
thank
and
you.
see what you need. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I think we'll just take maybe one more because of
Okay.
time. This is from a major and it's saying, how can you budget if your income and that of your spouse is not consistent since you are in private businesses?
Okay. So my wife and I are in private businesses and we budget. And I'll tell you how. The problem with many private businesses is that you don't pay yourself salary. I told you that you need to come for that training, but there's a lot we spoke about in that training. The problem with many private businesses is that you don't pay yourself salaries. You do not separate yourself from your business. So some private businesses, yes, maybe your money doesn't come consistently. So maybe this month you get 1 million naira, next month you get only 100,000 naira. But there are times you get that big money. You don't spend, when you get that big money, you don't spend it all. You need to have a business account where that money stays and then give yourself a salary. How much do I know? You are the one who knows your business. So you know how much you can be taking out of that business every month, that at least it will be sustainable. So if it is only 100,000, you know you can take from that business. Then from that business account, every month you take only that 100,000 to spend on yourself. So in business, you must separate business from self. I really, this person that asked this question, please, you need that training. It's very important for you. You need to have that training. You're already a businessman. That means your business, you are doing it in a way that is not sustainable. So you either come for the mentorship training or you take that video training and learn something from it. But the solution is that you need to separate business from person, okay, and pay yourself a salary. That's the solution.
All right. The chat room is still buzzing with questions and comments, but because we have the next session coming up in just about 10 minutes, thereabouts, yeah, we really love to go on, but we'll have to draw the curtain here. I also see that some of the questions and comments in the chat room are in some way related to what you've already talked about. So the number for to reach out to the Marriage Seal Academy is on the screen. So please, people, take down the number and you reach out to them later. Okay. And remember, of course, it takes a man who is future thinking, who is thinking about the future to create the future. That is profound. All right. Thank you again, sir. It's been an amazing session. Any final word from you?
Oh,
Before
yes. Oh, yes. I first want to congratulate everybody who is watching us at the moment, every father who is watching and who has been watching since this fathers conference started. Congratulations, because you are living here a better person. And then specifically to what I have talked about today, please remember that you should think future. You are the source of that family wealth empire. You need to initiate it. So think future always and begin to plan today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Nothing happens by chance. For a lot of us, we are waiting for a miracle to happen. It doesn't happen that way. God has given us the strength right now. For some of us, we are still young. Do the work now, because a time will come when you can no longer do the work. So do the long hours now. Manage your time better. A lot of us are wasting a lot of time. My wife and I, on the average, on even a working day, we sleep 12:1. We are working. Okay. Even with that, we create time for our children, we create time for ourselves. So, time management is what I want to end with. You need to know time management, you need to learn time management, and time management is what helps you to create wealth. Everybody has 24 hours, including Dangote.
all right. Thank you again, the governor. It's indeed been a pleasure. And I'll also like to say a big thank you to our very, very active audience for your active participation. I mean, you guys are simply the best. Thank you. Finally, I'd like to say a big thank you to the convener of this life-changing conference, our own Coach Wendy Ologe, and of course everyone at TIP Academy. Thank you for the opportunity to moderate this session. It's been a pleasure as well as a privilege, and I don't take it for granted. All right, people, please don't go too far. We'll be back in a few minutes for the next session. You don't want to miss it. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kunle Ologe, marriage counselor and founder of the Marriage Seal Academy, and we are proud sponsors of the TIP Fathers Conference 2023. And I'm glad that you are all here joining me in this lovely conference. This conference has held for many years, and this year will be greater. At the Marriage Seal Academy, we are a marriage coaching and counseling outfit. We help couples and eligible couples to have good marriages, to restore their lost relationships, to build something enviable, a family empire that can be relied on for life. So join us at the Marriage Seal Academy for our various programs ranging from our premarital counseling, couples counseling, and the couples conclave. From January to November every year, we come together in the couples conclave, learning, teaching, changing, growing. And we hope that you'll also join us in the couples conclave 2024, and your marriage will be better for it. Welcome to the Fathers Conference 2023.
Hello, amazing and incredible TIP Fathers Conference 2023 attendees. This is Coach Chindem, a life relationship and performance coach. I'm the founder of Married Life Management Limited and Limitless Life Pro Academy, all based in the UK. I'm excited to urge every one of you that are here today that have not registered for the Inner Circle program not to hesitate to do so. Prior to joining the Inner Circle program, I had no idea the amount of impact, the profound change, and the mindset shift that we experience. I'm a lover of personal development and someone that pursue every form of growth to challenge myself to a whole new level. But can I say that Inner Circle program is a whole new ball game? Because Coach Wendy ability tools, strategies, and ways of parenting will make you to rethink how you do things, the way you connect, the way you engage, the way you lead, the level of authenticity you bring into your home will shift drastically when you get involved in the Inner Circle program. Testimonials are unparalleled, invaluable insight. The community of people are another thing that will push you to a whole new level. So I want to say that joining the Inner Circle program has changed me and will change you. And if you doubt it, why don't you give it a try? So do not allow this moment to pass you by. Register for the Inner Circle program. Cheers.